quick ad. With Time Twist, you get exciting, bizarre, and significant historical events delivered to your phone every single day. Enjoying this episode? There's so much more in the app. You'll find the link in the show notes. Let's get started.
Welcome to the deep dive. So forget the week, forget the month. Today we're really plunging into just one single day, June 19th.
Just the one day.
Yeah, and we've dug up this incredibly diverse mix of moments. We're talking historical turning points, cultural sparks, even some, delightful oddities all tied to this date.
Right.
And our mission, really, is to see what surprising connections, what kind of fresh perspectives pop up when we zoom in this tight.
Absolutely. It's like we usually see history as this long flowing river, right? But sometimes just focusing on one point, like June 19th, it just reveals the sheer density and, frankly, the unexpected variety of human stuff packed into only 24 hours.
Totally.
We're covering everything from, really profound steps in the fight for equality to the birth of characters who shaped our sense of humor, even big shifts in how nations operate. It's a fascinating slice.
Okay, let's definitely unpack this. And maybe we should start with a date that just echoes with profound significance. June 19th, 1865. Exactly. This is when Union soldiers finally arrive in Galveston, Texas. They bring the news, the actual news, of the Emancipation Proclamation.
And for the enslaved people there, this wasn't just news. It was the tangible arrival of freedom.
Yeah, a full 2.5 years after it was actually declared. The power in that delayed announcement, it must have been immense.
Well, what's really striking is that gap, isn't it? Between the law being passed and the lived reality on the ground.
Right.
The Civil War was over, technically, but the message, the word free, hadn't reached everyone.
So when those words finally did ring out in Galveston...
It wasn't just information. It was like a seismic shift in their entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Juneteenth isn't just, a date on a calendar. It's become this really vibrant symbol of resilience, of that incredibly hard journey towards equality, and it's an enduring beacon of hope.
That phrase, barbecue for the soul, it captures that perfectly.
It does. It's a time for community, for remembering the past, definitely celebrating the present, but also kind of nourishing the spirit for the future.
And then, it's almost a century later, but on the same date, June 19th, 1964, the U.S. Senate passes the Civil Rights Act. It feels like such a powerful continuation of that same struggle, doesn't it?
It really does. Another huge step.
Tearing down segregation, affirming, basic human dignity for everyone. It really makes you think how these moments, seemingly separate, are actually linked in this much larger story.
Exactly. If you connect those dots, you see the pursuit of civil rights wasn't like a single event. It was sustained, multi-generational.
Right.
Juneteenth marks that pivotal dawn, and the Civil Rights Act is another crucial advance down that road.
A long road.
A very long, often difficult road towards a more just society. But what does it tell you that these two massive milestones fall on the same calendar day, almost 100 years apart?
It really underscores that long arc of progress, like you said, but also how long it can take. Okay, let's shift gears completely now.
Okay.
Fast forward to 1999. A different kind of revolution is happening, this time digitally. June 19th, 1999, Counter-Strike is officially released.
Yes.
And it started as just a humble modification, a mod for another game.
Right, for Half-Life.
But it just went on to completely reshape online gaming and basically ignite the whole global esports phenomenon we see today.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how a relatively small creative spark can just have this massive, lasting impact.
Totally.
Counter-Strike, with its core gameplay, bomb defusal, hostage rescue, all that tactical stuff.
Rush B.
Exactly, Rush B. That phrase alone tells you something. But it wasn't just fun. It fostered these huge online communities.
And competition.
An intense competition. It grew into a proper sport watched by millions. A great example of how digital spaces can become these unexpected cultural hubs.
From those virtual battlegrounds to something much more, maybe, comforting.
Okay.
A certain cartoon cat. June 19th, 1978, the Garfield comic strip makes its very first appearance.
Garfield, the lasagna fiend.
The perpetually hungry, Monday-hating feline, that trademark sarcasm. He just instantly became a fixture, didn't he?
He really did. His sort of simple existence just resonated with so many people.
Why do you think that is?
Well, his enduring appeal, I think, lies in his wonderfully relatable flaws,
Mm-hmm.
and his spot-on, often pretty cynical, takes on everyday life. He basically voiced that universal dread of Mondays.
Oh, yeah.
and that undeniable love for comfort food, especially lasagna. It's just proof that simple, character-driven humor can connect across generations, become this shared cultural thing.
What is it about those universal traits, do you think, that gives a character like that such staying power?
It's got to be that shared human experience, right?
Right.
We all feel lazy sometimes. We all hate Mondays sometimes.
Exactly.
Speaking of foundations, June 19th, 1846 marks a really interesting moment for sports.
Yeah.
That day, in Hoboken, New Jersey, the first officially recorded baseball game played under Alexander Cartwright's new rules took place.
Ah, the Cartwright rules.
Yeah, this was a crucial step, really, in solidifying what became known as America's pastime, formalizing how the game was actually played. It really raises that question, doesn't it? What turns a game into a national pastime?
Right. It's more than just rules.
It's not just the rules, though they're key. It's also the cultural weight that builds up around it, the shared traditions, the collective memories it creates.
So this first game under these standard rules.
Which, define the diamond shape, 9 players per team, stuff like that. It was a fundamental building block for baseball's whole legacy and its place in the kind of American psyche.
Okay, let's move into the realm of political landscapes now. June 19th, 2014. There was a significant, though pretty quiet, shift in power in Spain.
Right, the abdication.
King Juan Carlos is abdicated, and his son, Felipe VI, took the throne. It was presented as like a modernizing move for the monarchy.
What's interesting there is how it happened. It was framed as this way to sort of rejuvenate the Spanish monarchy for the 21st century.
Not a lot of drama, really.
No, not dramatic, but the act itself, the abdication, it signaled a recognition that times were changing. There was speculation, about the king's health, wanting to pass the baton. But it definitely speaks to that evolving role of monarchies today.
Going back a bit earlier in Europe, June 19th, 1991, a really symbolic end of an era took place in Hungary.
Yes, the Soviet withdrawal.
The very last Soviet troops officially left the country. This marked a definitive end to a huge chapter of the Cold War in that part of Europe, a major geopolitical shift.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, late 20th century, that withdrawal really symbolized the receding Soviet influence in Eastern Europe.
Must have been huge for Hungary.
Oh, absolutely. A moment of liberation for them and a tangible step towards a whole new political order in the region after decades of Soviet presence. What do you think that moment felt like for ordinary people in Hungary?
Oh, immense hope, surely. A sense of finally reclaiming their own destiny, maybe.
Imagine so.
And then just the year before, June 19th, 1990, Norway took a really forward-thinking step globally.
How so?
They became the very first country to ratify the Indigenous Peoples Convention.
ILO Convention 169.
Yeah, a landmark move formally recognizing and committing to protect the rights of historically marginalized indigenous communities worldwide.
That really highlights the crucial role international agreements can play in advancing human rights, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Norway, stepping up first like that, sent a powerful message globally about the critical need for recognition, self-determination, protecting ancestral lands for indigenous peoples. The convention hits key areas like land rights, cultural preservation, self-governance. It set a really important precedent.
June 19th also seems to hold some, let's say, forward-looking and in some cases still debated moments.
Okay?
Like in 2018, Canada made a pretty significant move. They legalized recreational cannabis nationwide.
Right, only the second country in the world to do that nationally at the time.
It was definitely a bold decision, huge implications.
No doubt, a really significant symbolic policy shift.
Yeah.
And it had far-reaching global consequences for how we think about and regulate drugs.
Sparked a lot of debate.
Oh, huge debate internationally about the potential upsides, the potential downsides of such a fundamental change in drug policy. It really forced a reevaluation of the old ways.
Venturing now to a completely different part of the world, literally the Arctic. June 19th, 2006.
Yes, Seed Vault.
Exactly. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault had its groundbreaking, this frozen fortress of life, as they call it.
Incredible project.
Designed to safeguard this astonishing variety of the world's plant seeds. It's basically an insurance policy for our planet's future food supply against, well, whatever crises might come. Truly visionary stuff.
What's so compelling about the Seed Vault is just the sheer scale of it and the long-term thinking involved.
Thinking way ahead.
Way ahead. It's a recognition of all the threats facing agriculture globally, climate change, disease, conflict.
Right.
It's this proactive, almost architectural approach to preserving the fundamental building blocks of our food for generations. Imagine the responsibility tucked away in those frozen vaults.
Heavy stuff. And for just a dash of pure human ambition, June 19th, 2002, Steve Fossett sets off.
Ah, the balloon attempt.
His determined attempt to be the first person to fly a hot air balloon solo around the entire world. It's just that innate human desire, isn't it? To push the boundary.
It perfectly captures that spirit.
Yeah.
Exploration, that relentless drive to achieve what seems impossible.
Did he make it that time?
Not that specific attempt starting on June 19th. He faced challenges, but he did eventually succeed later. But the act itself, undertaking something so audacious, it captured the world's imagination. Showcased remarkable human endurance, determination.
Okay, back to the competitive arena. June 19th, 1999 again. Turin, Italy, wins its bid to host the 2006 Winter Olympics.
Ah, the host city announcement.
Must have sparked a huge wave of anticipation, right, for this global celebration of winter sports international competition.
Oh, definitely. Getting the Olympics is always a massive moment for a host city and country.
Brings everyone together.
Athletes, spectators from all over the globe. It's a powerful platform for national pride, cultural exchange, celebrating athletic achievement. The excitement in Turin must have been incredible.
And going even further back in sports history, June 19th, 1938, Italy celebrates a major win.
World Cup.
FIFA World Cup, yeah. They beat Hungary to claim their second title. Moments like that often get deeply etched into a nation's collective memory, don't they?
Absolutely. These kinds of victories, they often go beyond just the sport itself. They become these potent symbols of national identity, unity, achievement. Italy's World Cup win in '38 undoubtedly brought this huge sense of pride and collective joy across the country.
Okay, June 19th has also marked the birth of some truly remarkable individuals, people who've left, indelible marks.
Right.
We have the celebrated author Salman Rushdie, born 1947, such a powerful, courageous voice for free expression in literature.
A hugely important figure. And Aung San Suu Kyi, born in 1945, she became this international symbol of that long, hard struggle for democracy and human rights in Myanmar. Her life story is just a powerful testament to resilience.
Also born on this day, Anne Hidalgo, 1959. She made history as the first woman mayor of Paris, a major global capital.
Significant achievement. And from the world of sports, Dirk Nowitzki, born 1978. A truly transformative figure in basketball, known for his unique skills, his leadership.
One-legged fadeaway.
Iconic.
And finally, the Grammy-winning musician Macklemore, born 1983, known for his thoughtful, often socially conscious lyrics and his very distinctive style. It's quite a diverse group, all sharing a birthday.
It's an incredible range, isn't it? Talent, influence, all born on the same day. It really underscores the diverse ways individuals can contribute and shape the world. Makes you wonder if there's something to the stars that day.
Could be. Finally, though, we do arrive at a more somber and deeply controversial moment in history.
Yes.
June 19th, 1953. Julius and Ethel Rosenberg were executed for espionage.
A very difficult case.
Their case still sparks debate today, doesn't it? Raises these profound questions about justice, about national security during times of intense fear, paranoia, really, and that enduring quest for truth.
This is absolutely a case that remains under intense historical scrutiny and analysis. It highlights the complexities and, frankly, the potential for tragedy that are inherent in times of ideological conflict and heightened suspicion.
The Cold War context is crucial.
Absolutely. The Rosenberg case serves as this stark, enduring reminder of the profound human costs during such periods. The questions around their guilt, the fairness of their trial, they continue to be discussed even now.
So there you have it then, June 19th. Seems like just another ordinary date on the calendar, right?
Until you look closer.
Until you look closer, yeah. And it actually holds this extraordinary, incredibly diverse collection of significant moments.
Amazing.
From the fight for fundamental freedoms, creating beloved cultural icons, to crucial political shifts, groundbreaking science, it really just underscores how history is constantly unfolding all around us, often in ways we'd never anticipate.
What's truly remarkable, I think, is how these seemingly disconnected threads, all woven into the fabric of just one day, they offer us this fascinating snapshot of the whole human journey, our struggles, our creativity, our triumphs, and yes, our moments of profound tragedy, too.
It definitely encourages you to look beyond the surface, doesn't it, of any given day?
Absolutely. To recognize the potential for historical significance in even the most sort of unassuming moments.
It truly does make you consider how history continues to be made all around us every single day. Well, thanks for taking this deep dive with us into June 19th.
Been fascinating.
Until our next exploration.